But it wasn't focusing. There we go. 8mm by 125.
Yep. See, I even could now. If I would have did that to a macro one, the words would have been gone. So 8 by 125. Put it on. Yeah, you could tell this thing was threading's all messed up. So let's get our tool here. Hold this into place. And then we just turn it, and it's gonna clean those threads right up. If it don't clean them up, it just made new ones. This channel is a member of the Astral Stars, which means we have a zero tolerance policy against the harassment of others. Anybody who violates that policy will be banned. For further information, please visit www.theastralstars.com. Alright, you're just gonna go down till you feel it stop. Because if you keep going, it'll keep on threading no matter what. Alright. Let's take it off. Sometimes you might have to just keep going back and forth when you feel like a rough spot or something. Okay. Let's take one of our bolts. This guy's rusting. We'll clean it up a little bit. Take one of our bolts. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Perfect. Perfect! Alright, now I can put this, keep that back on. Let's put our 10mm bolt back in here. And then if you look closely, you can see how the threading is all messed up on that. You see that, Steffi?
Yes.
Alright, so we put our bolt down there, and look at it, guys. It's just like stuck right there. So we're gonna have to clean those threads up as well. And on your die, this is called the die. The other one's called the tap, the one thing. But there's gonna be this side that's gonna be more open than that side. So you wanna make sure you start it on the big side. All right, don't try to go like that. It can be kind of like difficult to do, but I mean, I guess you can do it, but don't try that. It ain't meant to do that. You need to go the other way. So we go up there, and that's like a guide, help a guide. Put that on. All right, let's get this one rethreaded, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, I got here a 12mm deep 3/8 drive socket and a 6-inch 3/8 drive extension. And what I got is my little 1/4-inch drive ratchet. I got a reducer 3/8 to 1/4-inch drive. Because what I'm gonna do first, what we need to do first, is just bring these bolts down. Not look to tighten them up. Just bring them down, and you gotta start from the center and work your way out. So we're gonna just
Tell me what to do.
turn this till it just barely stops. Go over, or you can go right here and then across. Either way, I don't care. As long as you start from the center. Usually, what I do is go into like a circular pattern and work your way out. But you can do this as well. All right. And you're not tightening up at all. Just bring it in just till it barely stops. That's so you ain't got so much to tighten up down. Now, then go do the out ones. Just barely. All right, now these are torqued down to 14 to 15 foot-pounds. Why Kia does that, I have no idea. Now, guys, check this out. Let's try this, guys. Check this. Okay, first of all, we're gonna do this. Let's tighten this. Let's tighten this up, and we're gonna tighten until it clicks. All right, now that one right there, guys. Check this out. Watch this. Remember that? So you just tighten until it stops, and a little bit more. Let's try my theory out. So I'm gonna do this bolt right here. I'm using a regular 3/8 drive ratchet. So I'm gonna tighten down till it stops, and a little bit more. Let's see where I'm at on my torque. He's like, Tim, what if you under torque it? Well, I don't know. What the heck? All right, let's try it. Here we are. Dang it, I could have went a little bit more. That's cool. We're close. Let me try it again. I'm not happy with that. Let's try it again. Let's try this one. Since I made an adjustment. Let's try this one. Okay, stop. And a little bit more. Okay. Let's see if I got that one. Alright, here we go, guys. Let's try this. Oh, I was much closer. I ain't gonna do this no more. I ain't got time to keep messing around with you guys. So let's just go ahead. Hey, this is the torque wrench I've been having an issue with too, but I think it's good. Alright. Then we're gonna go out and do. Nah, forget that. I ain't happy. I gotta do that one more time. Let's get this one first. Alright, let's switch over. Let's try this again, guys. Let's go over here. Alright. Till we stop and a little bit more. Alright, okay, let's see.
You keep putting your arm in the way.
What the heck? Alright.
Why'd you lift it for?
You
Just go ahead.
Now let's see. Did I over tighten it? Tell you what. Let's bring the torque up. I'm at 14 and a half. I'm gonna bring it up to 15. Oh, I was there. Yeah, buddy. Let me bring this back down to 14 and a half. All right. Let's get these two torqued down. And we'll be right back while Sylvia's continue to yell at me.
Keep on. We'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Ooh, it's looking good, guys. It's looking good. What's next, Sylvie?
The plano? I don't know.
Nope.
The injectors.
The injectors. All right, guys, let me go over here.
So why is the plano before in the party line?
It's not. I just picked it up to bring it over here to see make sure we had the intake, and I didn't put it back in the line.
That's not my problem.
Yeah. All right, here we go, guys. We got these. You know what? Let's see if we got an engine kit. I want to see if the engine kit came with new O-rings for our injectors over here. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys. The kit did come with new O-rings. I got 6 of them right here. I'm not going to worry about changing the ones on the inside. I want these on the outside because those were out here in the weather. Because remember, this vehicle has been apart since November. All right, so what we're going to do here is take us a pic. And you can definitely tell these is worn because you can tell how it's flat. That's kind of scary though. No. We're good. So we're going to take us a pic.
Why is it scary?
I'm busy right now. So.
It's like that.
Yeah, it's like that. Okay, let's pop that off. And you can see how that one is flat and this one's more rounded. So they definitely need to be changed. So actually what we should do, guys, technically we should change the others as well. Because we do not want to take a chance and these things leaking. But what we're gonna do, let's go ahead and finish taking these up. Be careful with this thing using a pick, because you could stab yourself. I'm not responsible, but Civvy is.
You're funny.
All right. We're kind of beat up right there. That's okay. Let's do one more. All right, let's get the other 3 and we'll be right back. All right, guys, that's the last one. The next thing we're going to do is take out our injector. And the injector is held on by these clips right here. And these clips have a little tab on each side. Let me pull this one out a little bit. You see that? And then, you see that, Civvy? And then on the other side right there. And you're just going to back those up just like that. Now, if you want, you can unplug it. Like these got the wiring harness on it. If you want, you can unplug them by taking the tab right there, squeezing the tab into the connector. And then you see that little latch up there will pick up, and then you can unplug it. That should have came off. That should have stayed with the plug. And what that is a seal, so no water or moisture gets inside of it. Okay, now what you do is take your injector, firmly grab it, twist it back and forth while picking it up.
Ugh. Dang. That's what you do.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. Alright, so what we're gonna do is set that down right there. And see the other, and look, see how the other ones on the inside, they're much better condition than the ones on the outside. So I actually didn't even have to change those. Those are good. I'm putting those back in. So he said, don't do that. You got it out.
You got it out. Might as well show us how to change it.
They know how to change it.
Alright. That was rough. That one half came off. There's gotta be an easier way.
There ain't no easier way. Alright. So let's get those off.
Don't mix them up.
Mix what up?
The old and the new.
Don't worry, I got you covered, Civvy.
Right.
Don't worry about it.
Just saying.
Alright, take that off. You see that, Civvy? Cause they gonna be doing it on video in the comment section. You see that, Civvy? Alright, I gotta stop messing around with Sylvia. Alright guys, we got that. So let me go over here, reach into our kit and get the other O-rings. And that's all we're gonna do is take your hand and put it right on that way. That one. And then that side. Because you put all this thing together though, so you see gas leaking everywhere. That would suck. Alright, let's do one more. Pop that on. And pop that one on. Whoops. Pop that one on. Alright, we'll be right back.
But wait, how do they go back in? Which way is facing up and which way is facing down?
Ah. You can use that one as a reference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, how about that, Civvy?
Alright.
You see that, Civvy?
Yep. See that.
Alright, we'll be right back. Alright, guys, next thing we're going to do is the 007. You guys know what this is. If y'all don't know, oh well. This is going to take us a Q-tip, get you some white lithium grease. Now, they say to put some gasoline on it, but don't listen to them. You want to get you a tad bit, and not on the O-ring, you want to just get a little bit.
I can't put it on the oven. Isn't it
It's
eventually
easier.
gonna go on the oven?
Yeah, but this is easier. Trust me, it's easy. You ain't got to look at that. No messy. You're not putting it on it and laying it down. You can't lay it down. Everything is good. Your microphone's in my way.
Oh, well. You want people to hear your mess, don't you?
All right. So you got that like that. You want to take your injector. The connector goes facing downward, and that's all you want to do is just push that right down into place. Look at that, guys. Now,
Pretty easy.
that's right. Then you want to take your connector. Notice how the connector is. It's not facing like this. It's facing like
that a
this.
clip?
A clip, yeah.
You see that?
Yeah. Just put the clip on, and you see that little opening right there in the clip? Your injector has a little part that sticks out. So you want to make sure that goes up there and lines up. So you want to push the connector on, the clip on. Oh, man, you know what? I forgot to tell you one more thing, guys, too. Look at your injector, the body of the injector. Take this. You see that little indentation, that groove right there? The clip, that line right, that part of the clip has to go in that groove. So you got to make sure that that groove is just up enough to go in there. All right. Make sure it's just like that. Got to make sure that thing is locked in, or when that fuel pressure come out of it, it will blow this thing right out of it. And that would be the funniest thing I've ever seen. So make sure you record it. All right, let's try this one. Let's get this one lined up in there. Turn the injector a little bit. Perfect. Now sometimes, guys, these clips may open up, so that's all you do is just take a screwdriver, a pair of pliers, and just squeeze it together like that. All right, let's get this last one in there. Can you see that, Sivi?
I'm not gonna answer you anymore.
I'm asking a question. I got to make sure you see it because they can see it. All right, we got that one on. Let's get our wiring harness, connect it back. I'm just gonna push it until it clicks. Perfect, guys. Let's turn it around, and we're gonna be doing the same thing with this side. Popping our clips off, pulling the injector out. And changing the O-rings and putting this side together. All right, let's get this done and we'll be right back. All right, guys, it's all in. We are ready to install it. But first, let's take our lithium. Let's go over here to the engine. And we got our 6 ports. So we're just gonna take a little lithium and go around each one, and then we're gonna go get our fuel rail. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're ready to install our fuel injection rail, but before we do that, we got our 4 12mm bolts. Let's take them out. Dang it. And to tighten these up, of course, you see I'm going to be using my 12mm deep 3/8 drive with my 6-inch 3/8 drive extension. Alright, now you're going to have this end where the fuel line goes into. This end is going to be back out here. So let's turn it around. Set it down. Make sure all the injectors are lined up in their holes. Alright, once you got that, just take your hand and you're just going to push down and they'll go right into place. Now take your 4 12mm bolts, turn them in by a few threads, just so we got them lined up, not cross threading. Okay, and now there is no harness on this side. The reason why this side is like this is because our plenum goes over this. So this harness is out here for that. It would have been nice if they would have had just one whole big harness and come out to one big connector, whatever. But this side is going to be open. Our harness is going to be right there. We ain't got to worry about that. All right, that's good. Next thing we're going to do, take your 12mm deep socket, 3/8 drive ratchet, bring those down till they stop, just to make sure they are even, going down evenly, and then to tighten it up till it stops and a little bit more. That's it. You over tighten that, you're either going to strip it out or you're going to break that little ear off. That part right there that's bolted, you will break that off, and you do not want to do that. All right, let's get these other two done, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, the next thing we're going to do is install the upper intake. Now this thing comes into two sections. Now guys, this is very important, especially if you're doing spark plugs and wires on this. You got to have these separated. This one right here is throttle body to plenum, and this one is plenum to intake. Whatever, you want to go like that. So, what we got here, let's get our new gasket. And what I'm going to do is... watch I break the gasket trying to get this thing open. Here we go. Alright, now this is what I mean by these metal gaskets and people thinking the other ones, these crummy ones, are better. You see how it's raised? It sticks up. You see that, Sivvy? Alright, let's go over here to our engine. Now, that first part of the plenum we're going to put on is going to go from here, and it's going to come over here, and it's going to stop. And good thing it stops because our spark plug wires and spark plugs go right here, and you won't be able to put them on if you got everything on. So, we're going to need to put this first part on first. So what we're going to do is put it on. Make sure the raised part is facing up to you. So, I'll lay that down. And actually, can you, if you put it the other way, can it go on? You're still go on. Now you know. Alright, I'm going to put that on. Take the two nuts. Put it like that. Then we're going to go over. Make sure the gasket part is clean. And you're going to just lower it down on the studs, on the end, two studs on the end. Okay. Let's put the two nuts there just to hold it into place. Dang it. Okay, now if you look over this side, you see exactly what I mean. Just enough room to get your spark plug wires out, because that other section will set right there and you won't be able to get it. Alright, now that we got that, let's get the rest of our...
Can't you do the spark plugs before you put the plenum in, so you have a lot of room?
And before I put this one in?
Yeah.
You want to do that?
I'm just asking. Can you do that?
Yeah, you can do that, but...
Oh.
You see how they got like little cutouts? Little bent indentations in there? See? They already know what they're doing. You see it, Sivvy?
Oh my word.
Did you see that, Sivvy? You see that, Sivvy? You didn't answer yes yet?
Yes!
Okay. Alright, let's go get our other bolts for the intake, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got our bolts here. Now you're going to have two long ones. They go back here. Turn them in by a couple threads. And then you're going to have the 3 shorter ones that's going to go right in the front. Alright, then what you're going to do is just like before, we're going to take our deep 12mm socket. You don't have to use an extension, but I got the extension hooked up in here already. I'm going to, let's not use it. And I got my 1/4" drive ratchet, and that's all I want to do here is just bring it down just till it barely stops. That's it. Save me a lot of turns from the big ratchet. Alright, let's do the rest of them and we'll be right back. Alright guys, our last one. Alright, now the torque on these, why I don't know, but they are 11 to 14 foot-pounds. So we have 15, there's 14. Heck, I'm gonna go with the 14. I'm gonna go with the 14, heck with it. Alright, so we're gonna start from the center one. And then you go to the 2 big ones, because you got to start from the center and work your way out. Alright, let's get the other 3 done and we'll be right back. Perfect! That is perfect. Oh, wait a minute, we got a vacuum line off over here. And it's easy. We know it goes right there. So, that's cool. Okay, we'll come around to the side. Here's our wiring harness for our fuel injectors. Even though our connector is a little broken right there, but we know that goes right there onto that. That is great. Alright, the next thing we're going to do, guys, is let's grab our spark plugs so we can make sure we got those in there and in there before we make a mistake and forget it. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright, guys, the next thing we're going to do is install the spark plugs. Now, we got NGK's laser platinum plugs. Now, NGK says do not use any kind of silicone or anti-seize on these plugs because of the way they're made. They won't cause any kind of chemical reaction or corrosion and seize up in the cylinder head. But if you want to go ahead and believe that, you go right ahead. I am not taking no chances. Nowhere in their guarantee do they say if they do seize up in there, we'll pay for that repair. So you better take heed to that. So guys, don't listen to that. Get your 007 Q-tip. Yeah, buddy. Get some anti-seize. And you just want to put a little bit on the threads. Just like that. You see that, Siffy?
Yes, why are we up here and not at the table?
I don't know.
This is too high for me.
Alright, so let's get these coated up and we'll be right back. Alright guys, next thing we'll do, get you about a 12-inch 3/8 drive hose. That way, you just hook that on like that. Lower it down into the cylinder. Turn it a couple threads, make sure it's not cross-threading. And out. Let's put another one on. Let's go to the other side of the engine. Lower it down. Turn it. Definitely make sure it's going in a couple threads. Make sure you don't cross-thread that. Once it's in, pull it right back out. Alright, let's get the other 4 done, put in, and we'll be right back.